So yeah, even more secret boss fights, and they're all.
And it had to be here.
Yep, it's in the damn
They didn't
Coliseum
squeeze
again.
enough just fights in this world. Ooh, is it one of the other Titans? Is it the Ice Titan? Or no? Our last two secret fights have been original Kingdom Hearts Heartless.
Yeah.
With the Nintendo, with the Ansem seal of quality and everything.
By the way, when you beat the Hades Cup, another trophy appears, but it's just kind of hidden behind these columns with an item in it. Or excuse me, that's not for the. Oh no, that is the Hades Cup. Yeah.
It's got an H on it and everything.
Yeah. There's also a Hades Cup here. Wait a minute. Yes, there are 2 more secret matches here, both question marks.
Very secret.
They only get unlocked under a certain, you got to beat the Hades Cup, and then that second one, you got to do other secret boss fights and stuff to unlock that one. So, unlike the Earth Titan, Ice Titan is really hard. He's really hard. Because he's really tall, you can only hurt him by hitting him in the head, and you can't...
Oh, dear.
You can't attack his feet to knock him down or anything. He's very well in place. You can hit him in the head with magic, but, that's pretty limited, so the main source of damage is reflecting his own attacks at him.
Boy, that's a lot of health bars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ice Titan is also another fight that is pretty long, but unlike Phantom, it's long and also really difficult the entire time. Yeah, eventually once you reflect enough attacks at him, you can get a couple hits in his head.
I do love the way it walks by, tearing its feet off because they're frozen to the ground and then growing another foot. That's so good. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah,
I didn't know Sora loved the batting cages.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different, shot patterns to the icicles here, like a shmup or something, and they all have different timings. And then he starts dropping giant chunks of ice on your head while you're trying to reflect stuff, and you have to stand in place to do that, so it's a lot. Each phase is just taking, adding new attacks on top of the ones that already exist in the previous phase and just stacking them all on top of each other.
I feel like I should have brought something to talk about.
I was also trying to look up some trivia about these boss fights or something, but there's just it's just everyone it's just posts on GameFAQs from 20 years ago of 12-year-old kids going Ice Titan's too hard. How do I deal with this? But no, it's interesting to see revisiting this, recording these secret boss fights and comparing them to the secret boss fights of later Kingdom Hearts games, because they change in design a lot, and also this game probably has the easiest super bosses in any of the Kingdom Hearts games because it just became a tradition of making them absurdly hyper difficult.
Of course.
And also, the later Kingdom Hearts games just get way more mechanically complex. They turn into, not quite Devil May Cry games, but there's some... They're
Can you
adjacent.
not just, think some happy thoughts and fly up to his face and smack him?
I wish. Yeah, this isn't the only time a Kingdom Hearts game has made, like, Titan fights. And it's also interesting to see just, you know, the next time Sora fights a Titan, it's like several console generations ahead in time. So what they can do is just way different. I also love that Donald and Goofy aren't here. Like, they just straight up admit, like, they can't handle this.
Yeah.
There's no way Donald and Goofy can fight a Titan. The Earth Titan, sure, they can hit its feet, but...
They're just sitting at the box office in cheerleader costumes.
Yeah.
They're here for you, like, emotionally.
But they're also thinking, oh, thank God we don't have to do this one.
Yeah. Donald's gonna bring you some water. It's okay, it's okay. Put some of that electrolyte mix in it, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Less than 2 health bars,
happening.
but it's just a big endurance test.
There's no reason for these to have this many health bars.
I agree.
Like, if you get it to this point, you got it figured out. Just be over already.
Or at least, or if it's gonna have that much health, add another phase.
Yeah.
Like change it up more. This guy really only has 2 phases. Shooting icicles and then icicles with ice cubes hitting you in the head. And then maybe there's a secret 3rd phase here where it's just like, okay, the ice cubes happen even more. I don't know. But yeah, you're reflecting so many icicles in this. You're getting experience points from reflecting those that you can level up just from doing that non-stop in this absurdly long fight.
Surely it's a game to get to this point, and here's where you grind to level 99.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is the
and
place.
equip that ability you can unlock that makes it so that you get even more experience points from reflecting stuff. Yeah. Sometimes I wish you could go, like, to 100 Acre Woods and just, like, sit down with Pooh and just tell him about all the crazy stuff you've been doing. Would he even know how to process all that information?
Yeah, just like open up Ansem's report, and Pooh looks at it and rubs his chin and then says, I don't know how to read.
Yeah. An uncorruptible force, Winnie the Pooh is. There's no way to turn him to the darkness. It's...
The secret boss fight in the 100 Acre Wood is just the blustery day.
Yeah. Oh, the Ice Titan.
Oh, what a big fella.
He's
What
big.
a big fella.
He's cool looking.
That's why he's got so much HP. He's very big.
Yeah.
That's where he keeps them. In his everything. It's very big.
The Earth Titan must feel really embarrassed for just getting knocked down and dying without even doing a single attack. Feel real inadequate compared to this. Non-stop assault for 10 minutes.
You can't just, like, shoot him with fire magic from here?
I can, but it's really hard to regain MP in this fight because there's nothing to hit, and you don't regenerate it from just blocking stuff, sadly. And like, I could use a bunch of items to restore MP, but like, I only have so many of those, and it takes a while to get them back. And also, you kind of got to save it for healing. Oh, he's so close. He's in the green bar. Come on. Like, every once in a while, he shoots a very specific pattern where you can reflect, like, a dozen icicles at a time. It takes off, like, almost a whole health bar, but he just doesn't shoot it enough.
I'm just imagining another version of the Hercules movie where the fight against the Titans is 15 minutes.
Yeah. Just watching Herc just run back and forth like this, and yeah. I think Goofy and Donald have fallen asleep at this point. just telling Phil, like, wake us up when it's almost done.
They're in line for Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
They're watching it on the monitor in the concourse.
Man, this is like when you reach like lap 400 in the Indy 500. Like, it's just...
There we go.
Almost, almost. Hup.
Just sit down. Just bend over.
Please. You dropped something. Pick it up. You dropped an icicle. There.
There we go.
Finally.
One offensive spell.
Yeah, you get the Diamond Dust Keyblade from defeating the Ice Titan. Diamond Dust referring to the move the summon Shiva, the ice-themed Shiva from Final Fantasy does. And look at that. I kind of like it.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't know why it's so... Is it meant to also be like a bow? Can you do archery with the Keyblade?
It looks like you should, yeah. Yeah, the Diamond Dust is a really good magic-based Keyblade that gives you 3 extra MP. Really good.
The platinum, it's named for his hair dye.
Yep. So this is...
The music's here, damn!
Yep.
They went for it!
And this is the first instance of Sephiroth's character design being given a literal single wing based off the name of his song, One Winged Angel, and it just stuck. Everything, it just stuck.
Well, why wouldn't it? Look at this shit. This rules.
Yeah. So Sephiroth here is the hardest secret boss in the game. Even when Final Mix added one more secret boss fight, it's not quite as hard as Sephiroth is. He just does a shitload of damage. He's really fast. It's hard to block or dodge his attacks because they come out so quick. He's got multiple different phases. One of the big things you can do to make it easier is have something like the strike rate attack equipped, because it's very long and you're invincible the whole time while you're doing it. So this was controversial back in the GameFAQs days when this first came out, because people found out, like, it's almost impossible to hear. Sephiroth does talk. He shouts some attack names and stuff. It's mixed very low, like it's in the background compared to music. This
he just barely talked. Yes.
Yep. Sephiroth is voiced by Lance Bass. you know,
that's wonderful. I'm so happy for that.
The Backstreet Boys or whatever.
Nsync, thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I got them mixed up. Nsync.
From where I am sitting, I can reach out and touch a Lance Bass bobblehead.
Hell yeah. Once you get him down to about this much health, he also starts just teleporting like behind you and shit multiple times in a row.
12 I wish he would teleport more because he looked like a dork running right there.
Yeah. When 12-year-old boys on GameFAQs found out that Sephiroth was voiced by Lance Bass, they were very mad. Extremely mad because, you know, that's a boy band. That's for girls. That's girl shit. Why is he I could be cooler at voicing Sephiroth than him. I should voice Sephiroth.
Mandy Moore is in this game.
Right?
Like, this is a casting, like, ethos that is very into pop music of the time.
Absolutely. Sephiroth also gets his own, hey, I'm just going to attack for a while and be invisible while I do it move. He's trying to pull off an attack there that he tries to do a lot in the second half of the fight, called Sin Heartless Angel. If he pulls the attack off, it puts you to 1 pixel of health and it takes away all of your MP.
And it's Spanish for without Heartless Angel.
Whoa. Thankfully, like, he always announces that he's doing that. He stands still, he has to charge it up for a bit, and even if you just bop him once while he's trying to pull that attack off, it cancels it, so. But that's why you gotta come into this fight with just as many elixirs as you can have to give yourself a full heal if he does hit you with that. But I was curious if there's ever been any interviews or Lance Bass ever talking about like voicing Sephiroth. And 8 years ago, Lance Bass had an AMA on Reddit where someone asked him, how did you end up voicing Sephiroth? And also, have you ever played Kingdom Hearts and beaten the Sephiroth fight? And Lance replied with, yeah, I'm kind of badass as Sephiroth. No, I've never been able to kill my own character. He is so hard! But definitely one of the biggest surprises when I tell people I voice Sephiroth. In fact, I think a lot of people got upset. They get taken aback that I voice Sephiroth, but God gives you a booming bass voice and you gotta use it.
I mean, yeah, he's a legitimate actor. Didn't you all watch On the Line, his romantic comedy? Co-starring bandmate Joey Fatone?
I have not seen that, no. But yeah, he's in his final phase here where he's just doing a whole bunch of bullshit all the time. In fact, some of these moves kind of sort of reappear in his fight at the end of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. All those little orbs popping up around and exploding. That's the Shadow Flare move he casts in that boss fight in that game. But this is a pretty fun fight, and also absurdly hard. Like, I've done this...
I'm so upset that Lance Bass never went to space. Remember that? Remember when he almost went to space?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was signed up to just like ride up on a Russian space mission, and then he got like the flu or something at the wrong time, and he couldn't go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Take that!
God, it's just so much. Yeah, I think, like, there's been some interviews in the past where, like, people who worked on Final Fantasy VII have said, oh yeah, we wanted to make a remake forever, it just never lined up right. You know, no one was ever free enough at the same time to do this project. And I just feel like starting with this game, every single time Sephiroth and or Cloud made a guest appearance, it was just, God, this is what the Final Fantasy VII Remake would look like in this era of time. And, like, every time I was like, could it happen? Could it happen?
I'm glad there's lore. I'm glad there's Bangs lore.
Yeah.
Nothing to it.
Good job, little boy.
Yeah.
You used enough recovery items to beat up the evil man.
So yes, you get the one-winged angel keyblade.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Yeah.
That's not what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I expected something that looked more like Oblivion, and we already have Oblivion,
Yeah.
so...
It actually has weak attack power, but it has a good chance of doing critical hits, and it also has a unique ability that makes its critical hits way stronger than they normally are. Also, I think the answer report Sephiroth has really matches his vibe. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit that Sephiroth would just read and go like, this is great poetry.
The first mention of Kingdom Hearts in the game Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, thanks Sephiroth. Details should be archived in a separate report.
Come on!
That's like a fucking, like when you're reading a wiki entry and you have to click on another thing, you're going down like a whole, like, wiki hole. Wherein lies true nirvana?
Apparently in Volume 2, the backup diary.
Oh my god. Sephiroth just found that in the ground, picked up and went, this is cool. Also, the final mix release of this game added an extra cutscene that plays after you beat Sephiroth. We gotta get in contact with him and show him. Lance Bass, watch our Kingdom Hearts Let's Play. Come on.
Fucking wild shit that you missed.
Come on. Oh yeah, and also when you beat the Hades Cup, the leaderboard for it just kind of gets pasted over the other leaderboards here, which I think is kind of funny. But anyways, if anyone knows Lance Bass or an agent of his or something, get him in contact with us. Come on.
Just send him the video link.
Yeah.
Ha! Hoo! Close! Ya! Ha! Ta! Hoo! Sa! Oh! Hoo! Ah! Oh! Ah! Dodge this! On guard! Meet your fate! Rawr! Prepare to fall. Out of my way. I titled this. It ends here. Over here. Lost your way? Enough. No more games. Time to end this. Time to end your misery. Descend, Heartless Angel. Come, power. Prepare yourself. Show me what you've got. The planet and I, to be one. I shall lead you to the promised land. What? Are you afraid? By all means, try and run. Can you take the pain? I am the chosen one. I shall be reborn. You shall become a part of me. No, it can't be. The planet, it's fading. Come, It's no use. A vain effort. Do you fear me? Why stand in my way? Open your eyes. That is true power.